Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over some more information regarding the Gigantamax raids. Pretty interesting stuff regarding the party that you have to pick, only going to allow you to have 3 Pokemon. Kind of interesting, seeing that you go in there with 6 for a raid, as well as Niantic honoring a typo that they did and actually coming forth and saying that they're going to allow us to have a particular number of this thing that we're going to talk about because of their typo. Pretty rare W, if I have to say so, for them. But with that said, let's go ahead and hop into this. Hope everybody is doing great. It is another fantastic rainy day, of course. So I'm going to be in the house today with Athena. Gonna go pick up some brunch in a little bit, folks. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. Let's hop right into this, starting off with Niantic's tweet regarding the typo. Trainers, we apologize for the typo in the description for the Mega Lucario Raid Day ticket. To honor the information provided, we are going to increase the additional number of raid passes ticket holders can receive from spinning the photo disc in gyms from 8 to 13. Well, I'm going to have to say, I don't remember seeing that typo, but I will just have to say, whatever you say, boss, whatever you say, okay? So maybe, you know, there was a typo somewhere somehow. I just didn't notice it because I was looking off the Leak Duck post that they usually make. But then again, that reflects the data that they are putting out, so maybe I don't know, maybe we just brushed over it, but nonetheless, Niantic is not going to allow this to just slip away, and well, they're going to actually honor it, which I'm going to have to say, good job, keep it up. See, it's things like this that make us happy, okay? It's not like this is going to fix every problem and all the issues that we have in the game or anything like that, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, and to pick up some momentum at all for being on the consumer side is always going to be good. All right, you know, you have to start that snowball off somewhere. It's going to start small, and eventually you can get it big. And I'm talking about being back on our good graces. It's not like, oh, please be we just want to be good with you all, trainers. It's not like that, and we're not like, you know, have our heel on your back or anything like, yeah, get it done. We just enjoy and appreciate just you know, a little bit of respect and communication when it comes down to things like this. Now, I don't want to harp on this too long, but it's just a nice thing to see that they actually came out and did this. Seeing that I didn't really see too much backlash on the public forums or anything like that, or just the social media about this. So very interesting and curious situation that we have going on there for that. So Mega Lucario, the reason why a lot of people are talking about this, if you're kind of a newer player, because it's just going to be that good. Mega Lucario is going to be an amazing, the top fighting type Pokemon to have when going up against gyms or raids. And it's especially going to be good going up against any sort of rocket leader because of its fighting as well as steel type is going to make it outstanding. And not only that, it can learn Shadow Ball. So say you encounter Ghost type Pokemon, well, you have Shadow Ball to cover those as well. It's just an all-around amazing Pokemon. And not to mention, it is going to be learning a new move here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We do have the stats here from the Pokemon group. Force Palm is going to be a quick move for Lucario. And again, counter is just top notch. So it's going to be kind of hard to kind of outpace that, but let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I'm not going to stick to these numbers 100%. Niantic is known to change these things at the last second. So let's see here in PvE. That is going to be, you know, everything but PvP, okay? So it's going to be power of 7, energy 14, duration 900 milliseconds, damage start 700 milliseconds, damage and 900 milliseconds. If you're confused on all that, essentially it's going to be like a Dragon Tail-esque clone, but fighting, okay? So look at it like that way. PvP is going to be power of 13, 2 turns, and energy of 10. I don't know, again, if these are all going to be 100% true right now. It's not like, you know, Pokemon Group is lying or anything, but they're just picking up this data on the back end. And again, Niantic is known to change things at the last second when they do release it. All right, so looking pretty good. Now, as far as, like, if you're thinking, well, okay, is it good? Well, for these numbers, yes. Like I said, it's going to be like a Dragon Tail-esque clone, I think, right? Something like that. So it should be pretty interesting to see this move in action and test it out in PvP, as well as going up against rocket leaders, because that's what Lucario is really good for too, okay? Unfortunately, maxing one of these things out and going into the Master League in Go Battle League is really not going to do you any favors, because I've done it. It's just too low in combat power. But of course, as a Mega Lucario, which you can't use Megas in Go Battle League, but that thing is going to be amazing going up against gyms, rocket leaders, and raids, okay? So keep that in mind. Force Palm looking pretty interesting, Dragon Tail clone-esque. All right. Now, moving on here, it is going to be going down July 27th at 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. local time. And let's go ahead and just quickly go over these rewards again, because now it is going to seem like you may want to purchase that $5 ticket. This is looking phenomenal. So this is going to be free, okay? Free for everybody. Up to 5 free raid passes when you spin those photo discs at a gym. Those are going to be the ones you have to use. Increased chance to encounter a shiny Lucario, 1.5 more XP from the raids, an increased chance to get a rare candy XL from the in-person battles. That's in-person right there. And then of course the remote raid limit from 5 is going to 20. As a matter of fact, is active right now. All right, and then for $5 you're going to be receiving an additional extra passes for a total now after Niantic's correction, 19. That's 19. Wouldn't call them free ones because you're probably paying for $5, but it's still definitely very good. An increased chance to receive an XL rare candy from the raid battles. Okay, so that is going to be the one that's going to probably go into your bag, all right? And then 1 guaranteed rare candy XL when catching Lucario for level 31 and up. So they did correct that too, because we were seeing some confusion on that. 3 times more XP from the raid battles, and then times 2 Stardust from the raid battles as well. When you go start your event, what you're going to want to do is turn on a lucky egg, turn on a star piece, and maybe even an incense. I mean, of course, I usually do that. I always have my Go Plus because it's always extra Stardust. Go Plus automatically catching it, but you definitely want to turn on a star piece. As far as a lucky egg, I mean, it's up to you if you want XP, okay? Go ahead and do what you got to do there. But this is looking absolutely phenomenal, and I'm very happy Niantic is actually coming forth and saying, oh, we screwed up, okay? All right, now taking a look at one quick thing here, we have some more information regarding the Gigantamax raids. If you're out of the loop on that, well, go watch some of my videos. Let's just put it that way. Basically, it's going to be like another form of raiding that they do appear to... They're going to be showing up at Pokestops. We'll have to see. But it looks like for those teams, you're going to have a whole nother section, because currently right now we do have team picking for Go Battle League, which is going to be 3 Pokemon. And then you can scroll down and then make a team for going up against raids or gyms. So what we're seeing here is a whole nother kind of like team picking for these Gigantamax raids. Currently, they're called bread. So if you're confused on why is it called bread, that's just their code name for now. They're just using the word bread. So that's what we have there. But that's what it is, and it's looking pretty good here. And really quick, we'll go ahead and take a look at some of these counters. Just the top, like, 12 really quick for Lucario. Primal Groudon with, of course, Precipice Blades. Charizard Y with Blast Burn. Mega Blaziken with apparently Blaze Kick. Blast Burn works too for that too. And then you do have Mega Heracross. Mega Garchomp with Earth Power, Reshiram with Fusion Flare. If I say the moves, it's because it is a legacy, and you can't get that with a regular TM, so just beware of that for those newer players. Shadow Ho-Oh with Sacred Fire, Shadow Groudon with Precipice Blades, Keldeo, Shadow Moltres, none of those are legacy, okay. Shadow Machamp with Dynamic Punch, and then Terrakion with, well, Dynamic Punch is not a legacy, I shouldn't even have said that. Terrakion with Sacred Sword, that's a legacy. So those are the top counters for Lucario, and well, you're definitely just want to get out there and do as many as you can. This is not going to be too difficult to take out. Of course, if you do have sunny weather, you're going to be looking even better. You're going to get the boost on fire as well as ground, which is going to be doing that much more damage. So looking pretty awesome, folks. Oh, and one more thing. You want to raid enough of these to have enough XL candies to power up a Shadow when we do get Shadow Lucario. I mean, it is going to be absolutely amazing. Don't know when that's going to happen. Now, if you're like, well, I don't even have enough XL candies to max out one. I know, well, for the people who have enough already, or if you're going to raid hard enough to potentially get that much more to power up a whole another one to level 50, you may want to do that, because it's not going to particularly be the easiest thing to get XL candies for in the future after this. But then again, Mega Lucario is going to be released, and they're going to probably periodically be releasing it in the future like they do with all the other Megas. It's not like Mega Lucario is going to be here and gone forever, right? So you will be able to raid it again. But just a little food for thought. Get enough XL candies for that Shadow too. Folks, if you did enjoy this video, this news flash video, please give it a thumbs up. It's going to be much appreciated. And I'll catch you all next time. Take care.